Welcome to the Hayhurst Brothers Podcast with
Good
your
job.
host,
Ready?
Paul
1, 2,
Reese.
3.
All right.
Yeah.
That was a good
How
one.
we get started.
That synchronizes the video. I'll let Jake do the intro. You can just kind of read.
I can read, Paul.
There on top, Jake.
The 11th Hayhurst Brothers Podcast. This is number 11. Paul has here 11th annual, but we've gone over this multiple times, and we're not on the 11th year, so it's the 11th Hayhurst Brothers Podcast.
Oh, okay. I was just hoping you would just read it, but
See, you almost got me.
Add to it as you will. Who's with us, Jake?
We have Chris and Katy Reese with the Trinity Realty Group.
Trinity Group Realty. Yes.
Trinity Group Realty.
Yes.
Right here, yes. And so, we wanted to bring them on because they're incredibly knowledgeable on just all the things that are going on in the market. There's some great friends of ours. They've been super helpful, just helping us get several of our homes online. And we just wanted to introduce you guys and let y'all talk a little bit about y'all's real estate group.
Well, thank you for having us.
Yeah.
We really appreciate you guys having us on the show. Well, a little bit about our business. We've been in business. We actually started our brokerage a little over a year ago. I've been in business since 2004. Started a real estate team back in 2017, and we've just kind of grown from there to the point where I had to ask my wife, who was a nurse, to quit working to come help us. And it's just been kind of a natural, organic growth here in the Parker County area.
Okay.
And it's just been, God's been really good to us, blessed us with more business than we can handle sometimes. So.
In today's market, that is a good problem to have.
It really is. We are shocked, and we talk about it all the time, how blessed we are, because we hear a lot of agents saying how this is a bad market. And, the houses aren't selling, some of them, as quickly as we did a few years ago, but we have been incredibly blessed with a lot more business to the point where, we're having to refer things out sometimes to other people.
And y'all have a big group, too, and everyone that works with you guys is always super knowledgeable, very helpful, and just over-the-top kind, which is really kind of shows y'all's character as well, because we call it riding for the brand, but all your people do that. It's pretty apparent.
I really appreciate you saying that because we did make it intentional on the agents that we did bring in to make sure they were the right people, that they were, not greedy people. They're giving, caring, and really we try to preach bringing value to everybody. And that's the kind of people that we want in our office. But it means a lot coming from you guys because I know what kind of group you have as well.
Yeah, we're blessed as well, and I think that's kind of why we mesh so well is because similar values and just a drive for excellence and customer service, and so that shows through with you guys for sure. One of Paul's questions here is, what separates you from other real estate businesses?
You want to answer that one?
You had something good in mind you were going to say.
Well, I'd like to say, we're in a relationship business. I always try to tell everybody we're not in a sales business. We are in the real estate business, but this is a relationship business. And the way we've built our business is, just creating relationships, taking care of people. And we never did a lot of marketing for ourselves, It's always been word of mouth, Take care of one client, they bring another. And a lot of times it's taking care of people who you never sell a house to. But then that always translates to more business also. We preach that as, bring value no matter what. Don't focus on the money. Focus on taking care of people. And when you do that,
The rest will come.
Yep.
it does. It comes back to you.
That's right.
So.
Jake, why did you go to question number 1 instead of question number 2?
I went to question number 2, and then I was going to go back to question number 1, Paul. Oh. Because I thought I'd already asked question 1.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
See? And so
it was just kind of, I thought you didn't like it or something.
No, I really like it.
It was like the icebreaker.
I skipped it. So now I'm going to tell you what question number 1 was, and that is, tell us about your TV show and how are you handling the fame?
Oh, you're so funny. So we're the hosts of American Dream TV. It's more of a lifestyle show. It's kind of getting people involved in our community, teaching them who they should know, why they want to move to these communities, kind of being a guru for people in our area. So it's fun. I don't know if we're famous yet, but
Yeah.
I think if you're on TV, that's the definition of fame.
I guess so.
The definition of fame is being known for being well known.
So, but you just said the definition of fame is being on TV, Paul.
Well, people know you if you're on TV, so it's one in the same.
So it's got two definitions. Well, I mean, I guess it could have two definitions.
Yeah, it could have. Turns out if you look up a dictionary, a lot of words have more than one definition.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
We talked about that this morning.
We did, actually.
Okay.
So, question 3. What direction do you see the market going by end of year? That's a tough one.
That's
There's
the
a lot going
million-dollar
on.
question.
There's a lot going on right now.
Yeah, I think I have to get out my crystal ball. And, I think we're all sitting here waiting for this election, right? I mean, it's
What two directions could it go?
Yeah, what two directions? You know what? And here's the thing: I'm always an optimist. I don't worry about what's going on with the presidency. I don't worry about the pandemic. I don't worry about those things. Honestly, I believe that God has an intention and purpose for all of us, and I think that if we live within that, everything's going to go well. So what direction do I think the market's going? I think it's going up. Like I said, we've been really busy already. The buyers are out there. People are still waiting a little bit to pull the trigger on the higher priced homes. But I think the buyers are still there. We still have a lot of people moving to the area, and everybody's got to have a place to go. We're already in a housing shortage. And I think I'm hoping that maybe something makes a change here in November, and it encourages everybody to jump into it. So I think the market's headed up, especially going into 2025 and then 2026. I think that we're probably going to go back to seeing some numbers like we did in 2021.
That's awesome. Meaning like the 3%?
No, we're not getting no 3%
like,
interest rate. No, I'm just talking about people wanting to jump into the market and buy some houses.
Gotcha.
What price point are you seeing move the most
right now? I mean, anything under $450,000, we're still moving, and it's based on location also, right? I mean, we've got some homes out in the outskirts that aren't moving as well. But if we have any of the houses we have in the Fort Worth area, or located near a town, whether it be Azle, Bridgeport, Springtown, Fort Worth, those are still moving, as long as you price them correctly. Now, if a lot of people, for a while have been pricing everything high, they got used to that 2021, 2022 years, and they wanted to price high. Those will sit when you do that. But if you price it, moderately, they're going to move,
That guy's cool.
Yeah, that guy was really cool.
Yeah.
Big truck, Paul.
It was a big truck, Jake. That's a good observation. Jake, I think instead of asking the last question, we're going to ask one question to break it up.
Okay, let's do it, Paul. Go for it.
You want to? Here you go, Katy. You can ask the first question. And who is it from?
Good luck at being able to spell Chris. To be able to see what Paul's writing.
Okay, this is from Jen Ditto 10. Did I win a free hat?
Yes, Jen Ditto, you won a free hat. You were the first person to comment on our YouTube video. And 940-577-9002.
Woohoo!
That's my number. Text me your address. Come pick, and I'll send you one, or you can come pick one up at our Weatherford office or Bridgeport office. And then she actually asked 2 questions, and so can you ask the second question as well, Kate?
So she asked, what do you charge to draw custom plans, and how long does the process typically take?
Jake, I wrote down the answer there if you want to read it.
Oh, thank you, Paul. I knew the answer, but I appreciate you writing it
And
down.
I did some math there too, so in case you say example, like 1,800
you did
square
put an
foot
example
home,
here.
$6,300. So
why don't you answer it, Paul?
Well, no,
already go for it.
I don't want to take the reins.
No, go. I would love it if you'd answer that.
You're really good at answering.
Paul, you already answered it. So
okay, go ahead, Jake.
Go for it. Okay.
Maybe I should answer.
Yeah,
this.
there we go. So we charge $3.50 a square foot for a custom house plan, and that gets you up to 80 hours, and that's under roof square footage. So garage, porches, carports, all of that would be considered under roof. And then for Paul's example here, like he said, I don't know if that's what that number is, but I believe it's 1,800 square feet, and that would cost you around $6,300.
Why wouldn't you know what the number is?
Because that's not an 8. It's some kind of backwards 5.
Did you just magically guess the right number?
No, you told me it was 1,800 earlier.
Oh, okay.
Hey, so this is a good question. I didn't realize you would draw up plans for people that you weren't building a house for.
Sure.
You guys do that? Mm-hmm. Oh, I had no idea.
So we do it quite often. So yeah, I mean, if someone, say they're outside our build range, or they have a builder, they want to build it themselves, if they're in our build range, we're not going to allow people to build our portfolio homes. But if they want a custom house plan, something, and they can give us ideas of what they like, show us their board or whatever and what they're wanting, then we can design them a custom home and do the whole plan for them, and then their builder.
So what's your range, your build range?
It's, I mean, really 45 minutes to an hour from Bridgeport.
Okay.
And that's drive time. So, like, you can get the other side of Jacksboro, and you know it's going to be an hour no matter what. Right. But if you get into the belly of the beast of Denton or Fort Worth, it can be 2 hours. So, you know, we try to stay on the outskirts of the city so that our project managers aren't getting in to town late afternoon, and then it takes them 2 hours to get home, and they're missing that time with their family in the evenings.
Gotcha.
So.
Okay.
And Dan asked me to clarify one thing with the custom house plans, and that is that if you have a house that's, say, like 10,000 square feet like we did last year, that can go over the 80 hours, but on 95% of the homes, that 80 hours covers it. So just wanted to clarify.
Nice clarification, Paul.
Thank you very much. Jake, do you want to ask the next question to them?
Alex?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait.
Wait.
That's a pretty good one.
Alexis Parkles.
Nope, it's
That's
Sparkles.
Sparkles.
I would think it's probably Alexis Parkles.
No, it's Alexis Sparkles. I know
I
her.
think she sparkles.
She does amazing marketing stuff for the town of Weatherford in this area, and she does a lot of talks and stuff.
Okay.
That's actually her name, I think.
Favorite kind of cat?
Well, when I did the thing where I asked questions, I said, ask us anything about houses or build range, cats. And so I actually, like, it was as a joke to get people to respond.
Mm-hmm.
So she said, what is your favorite kind of cat?
You already put yours on here, Paul?
Yeah, my favorite cat is a Jagarundi.
What is that?
A Jagarundi is supposed to be nearly extinct, but we actually have one or two of them around the property where we live. And
In theory, Paul says
No.
he's seen
Okay,
it.
is
Well,
this
wait.
like a
An
snipe?
extinct
No.
cat.
Like, are you gonna go snipe hunting out there?
No, like multiple people have seen it.
Just
Myself
Paul.
No.
Who else?
Amber saw it. The Pitts have seen it, and we've seen it, and I think Zach has seen it.
Does anybody have it?
You
on
sure it
camera?
wasn't just a weird looking house cat?
I think you need to describe this cat.
Is it like
The
a
cat is
chupacabra?
the weirdest cat that you will see. It looks like a cross between a mole, a ferret, and kind of a big house cat.
Why is it your favorite kind of cat, Paul?
Because it's imaginary.
Because
Yeah, it's imaginary.
Because I don't have really a favorite kind of cat, and that's the one that's been on my mind lately, because they're nearly extinct and we have some where we live.
Nice. So
What's
they're
y'all's-
endangered, Paul.
What is y'all's favorite kind of cat?
I think I would have said bobcat.
That's a good cat.
Yeah, that is
It's
a
kind
good
of a
cat.
masculine cat.
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking the
How
same
about
thing
you?
because we have one at the ranch. We're like kind of stalking on the cameras, on the
Yeah.
game cameras.
I like
It's
the way they
pretty
move.
cool.
They're really stealthy.
Yeah.
When we were in Mexico, these people had this massive cat. I forget the name of
Maine
it.
Coon.
Yeah,
Coon.
they're huge.
Those are cool.
It was huge.
Was it your favorite kind of
If
cat?
I had to have a cat,
Yeah.
that would be the cat I would have.
It's like a statement cat.
Your,
For a
But I
house.
looked it up. Lily looked it up. They're like $3,500, so I'm not paying that for a cat.
but your mom, like, which one does she have? The Bengal?
She does.
Yeah.
So
You'll pay that much for a dog, but not for a cat, huh?
I didn't pay that much for a dog, Paul.
Oh. Okay.
This is question number 4.
Yep.
Okay. What is one thing every client should ask when using an agent? That's a good question.
You know what, this
Whoops.
is easy. The
Sorry.
first question, do you answer your phone?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you answer your? This is the biggest thing, and if you're a real estate agent out there, you should always think about answering your phone. I mean, it doesn't matter whether it's a client calling, whether it's another agent, it's a buyer wanting to look at the house. It is amazing how many times we try to have communications with other agents and they just don't answer. You know,
They go
so-
and show your house, and then you call them like asking for feedback, and they're just not answering the phone. Or we have people like find us on Google, and we'll be like, "How did you find us?" And they said, "We went down the list. You were the first agent to answer your phone."
Wow.
Exactly. We
Yeah.
pick up a lot
So
of business off of
It's
that.
very important.
So yeah, I mean that's one of the things because I guess the follow-up question to that is, are you a full-time agent? And that probably goes into it because if your agent has another job, chances are they're they're worrying about what they're doing with that job than they are with selling your house.
They're not going to get. You're not going to get their full attention.
Yes.
Like you need it.
Cherry picking the fastest.
Those are
result.
2 very good questions that I wouldn't have thought to ask.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, answering your phone as a real estate agent would be an important
Number one,
part of
and
it.
we, it's just so important to us that we made our business line a cell phone. I mean, I guess we could have just done a Google Voice line and switched it, but I want everybody to know that it's kind of like a football. Whoever has it, you better take care of it, and make sure that you're responding to people.
Yeah. That's really good. I like it.
Yeah. I would say the other thing is just like making sure that your agent is familiar with what you're looking for, because there's so many different aspects in real estate, especially when you get out here in the country, and if agents don't know what septics are or wells are or deed restrictions or all these things, it's just making sure your agent is specialized in what you're looking for.
Yeah.
That's good.
Very good question, Jake.
Well, thank you, Paul. You wrote it.
Oh,
So you were saying it to yourself, really, and you knew it. I
You
can
asked
tell.
it really well. You have a good voice. It's very loud and
Thanks,
powerful.
Paul.
It's like a podcast voice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
Jake
you.
is like Sean
I
Connery's
think
voice.
I think I have a nasally voice, but there's nothing. That's just the way God made me. So
Yeah.
we didn't do the weather, Paul.
Oh, I think, Katie, can you say what the weather is? I don't know
Are we
if you
supposed to do
the
the Pledge
weather
of Allegiance
report.
too?
No,
That wouldn't be
but
bad.
I don't know if you can interpret the top left part, but
Today it is sunny and it is 86 degrees out.
Nice.
That's a good weather report.
That was.
Mapsy 91. What is your favorite house you have built? Jake.
It actually says Jake at the end.
No, but your last name is Hayhurst.
Oh, nice.
Our
Because
company's
you've
name
built
is-
houses too, Paul.
I have built a house. I built my own house in Heiko.
Was that your favorite?
It's my favorite house that I've built.
Nice.
Yes, I loved that house actually.
That was a cool house.
Yeah, thank you. You're very critical silently of it, and I appreciated that. Whenever I invited I didn't know Jake extremely well when I invited him wherever he came in. I've never seen somebody notice more things wrong with a house within like a 20-second time period. He just looked,
He said him out
and he like
loud.
broke down my entire house. And I literally
I
built
was admiring it, Paul.
I literally built my house out of like recycled parts. I like took down fences and like made them the wall. Like it was like a recycled house. It was paycheck to paycheck, very hard.
And it was a good house.
It was a good house.
It was.
And that's how I was able to get the house I'm in now, which is a much nicer home. But what is the favorite house that you built, Jake?
That's a tough question. I would say probably Connor's house. That might be my favorite. That or my mom's house. My mom's house is a special house because now it's our Lemoore, but prior to that, we designed it specifically for her, and a lot of probably my mom's house. So many memories there, and it's just a beautiful house, and she loves it, and the whole family loves it, and it's been a great house we can take people through. So yeah, I would say my mom's house.
And then we just did a tour. By the way, thank y'all for coming to the event. It was amazing, the Back to the Future. And we toured 6 different homes, and which one out of those 6 was y'all's favorite?
I think I like your mom's house also. It's kind of grand, when you walk up the high ceilings, everything. I think it's. I do miss. I think your house is the one that had the balcony on the roof. I
The
wanted to
view.
see that one, but I had to bail out before then.
It was close. You were right there. It was
Yeah.
the next house coming.
A lot of people said that mine was their favorite. But
Who?
everyone has
He's all me, just me.
a lot of people I talked to.
He's projecting.
A lot of people I talked to. I forget
It
who
was a good
There was
house,
just so
Paul.
many people that told me that.
Yeah.
I just.
It is a great house.
That was hard.
Katie, which one was your favorite?
I really liked your house because it's like the tree house one. I thought that was really cool, and I love that you put the containers in the house too.
Yeah,
I love
it's a
that.
good house.
I think I'd mixed some of all of them because there was parts I loved of all of them. And then is it Dan's house that has the sunken floor?
That's Connor's house.
Oh, that was Connor's house.
Yeah.
Okay, that was cool. I really liked how big that floor plan was.
Yeah, that's a good house.
Yeah, and then I loved his rooftop. I could just eat dinner there and have a glass of wine. It was so beautiful.
So how can people find y'all? What's the best way to get a hold of you?
Well, you could go to our website, trinitygrouprealty.com, or you can give us a call, 817-941-6454.
And you're going to answer the phone.
We are going to, somebody's going to answer. Where is the phone? Do you have that phone?
It's on
Somebody has
silent
it.
today, just for
We
this.
said, yeah, just for this.
There's like 20 people calling right now.
Right, probably.
We're also located behind the most popular restaurant in Azle called Whataburger.
Yep.
Nice.
So if you go through their drive-through, our building is directly behind that. So,
Smart.
Yeah.
yeah.
Or you can reach out to us at chris@trinitygre.com.
Okay. Any social media they can find you at?
Yes, we have Facebook, Trinity Group Realty.com. We have Instagram, TrinityGroupRealty.com, not .com.
Not .com.
Just Trinity Group Realty.
TikTok.
We have all of the
We
things.
have a
Snapchat.
TikTok. We have a Tiki-Talkie.
You have a TikTok?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's the TikTok is not the Twitter.
No, the Twitter is now the X.
The X.
TikTok is
Its own thing. Very thankful that y'all came out for this. Thank y'all very much. If anyone on here is looking for a realtor, these folks are as good as gold, and they will take great care of you. So,
Thank you.
I
I
appreciate
appreciate you
that.
having us today,
Thank
too.
you so much.
Yeah.
ready, Paul?
1, 2, 3.
not in sync.
Nice, Paul. Good job. Thanks.